he had at some point he was cool with the Pirus, but then later there was a division.
Yeah.
Do you recall any of that?
Yeah, well, I think in one of your interviews, I think was talking to Hodge and Bruno, you asked him a question about when you asked Hodge, like, who was y'all's greatest adversary? They said the guys across on the other side of Central, they were talking about us, so we wasn't that many, but, it was like, nah, we'll do something else, we do something back, so.
So yeah, you're talking about the interview I did with Arthur Day, aka Big Honcho. You remember him back in those days?
Yeah, so do. He used to live on this street. He used to live on, as people did, used to live on right here on Raymond Street. So, yeah.
So when he moved to Compton, was this the area he moved to?
Well, it's right there on Raymond Street. I don't know the address, but it's right there on Raymond Street, right here on Raymond Street.
So what was that like? He was pushing Compton Crip. You guys had West Park.
Yeah, wasn't no problem. Wasn't no problem.
You mentioned earlier that Raymond and Tookie would come around. Were they trying to turn you guys into Crips at some point?
There was one time that this was during the time that Doris D. Davis was mayor. A good friend of mine, me and him went to a meeting. It was me, him, Puddin', and Took. Mayor Doris D. Davis is there with a bodyguard. So they did some, they talked a little bit about some peace, and we just separated. After the meeting, we separated. So everybody made their choices.
So what was the disagreement about?
They wanted the peace to be between the Pirus and the Crips. Then they wanted the peace. They was trying to push for peace. Joey, bartender, was doing the same thing. They was pushing for peace. So it didn't work out like that.
Now, in the early 70s, what would you say West Park's territories was, with their turf? From what streets was your area?
Well, back then we considered everything from Compton Boulevard back this way to Greenleaf. Everything to Avalon.
And how long did the West Park Piru identity last until it faded away? Because eventually, this where we're at right now, was this West Park?
You talking about now?
No.
Oh.
Where we're at now,
yeah,
then?
Yeah, this was considered West Park. Yeah, this was considered West Park. Everything from Central back was us. And
then eventually, all this becomes Crip area.
Well,
but it takes some time.
No, it's after. Once again, I think I'm locked back up and I come back out. West Park sort of like just fizzled out.
What years do you think it fizzled out?
I say about 76.
So by 1976, West Park was pretty much on its last legs.
Yeah.
Why do you think West Park couldn't continue going?
Because a lot of the big homies grew up. They got jobs and went on with their lives.
How'd you feel when you came home and you realized there's no more West Parks?
Well, it's like, okay, I was already a hustler already, so I just got back in what I was doing, so I think this was like Christmas, New Year's night. New Year's night, 78, New Year's night, is me, Moose, Herman, Gus, Rod Dog, Darren. That was it. We was all in my mama's house down here. It was all in my mama's house in the back room back there. We was all chilling back there. So somebody kept saying the word hustler, kept bringing it up, and I'm sitting there and I'm just listening like hustlers. I'm like, hey, West Park gone, so why not? So I said, hey, hold on, hey, since we hustling, so this is what, Raymond Street Hustlers, everybody from Raymond Street, so we started the Hustlers.
So you basically pinpoint that to January 1st, 1978 is the birth of the Raymond Street Hustlers?
I would say about summertime of 78.
And why didn't you come up with maybe West Park Hustlers or something?
During that time, it started to get pretty chaotic. So, it wasn't safe to hang in that park, so.
And which park are we talking about?
West Park.
Oh, West Park.
Yeah, so.
So then, what is Raymond Street Hustlers all about in 1978?
Raymond Street Hustlers was all about getting money by any means necessary.
And by this time, cripping is in full effect in Compton.
Yeah.
I think Mac Thomas was killed in 76.
Yeah.
Salty got killed in around 76, 77. Let me ask you, did you ever cross paths with Salty?
Yeah, Michael LeBlanc. Yeah.
Michael LeBlanc.
Went to school with him. So, yeah.
What do you remember about Salty?
Salt was cool. He was cool.
What school did you go to with him?
I went to Walton Junior High School.
And he was at that time, was you West Park and what was he?
During that time, it was just Park Boys then. It was just Park Boys then, So it was like we had to go through them to go to school. So yeah, I know everybody over there. They know me, So.
And it was grandees for Salty, right?
Yeah.
So did you go to school with a lot of those grandees?
Yeah, a lot of them. You see here, the trash vans, Michael LeBlanc, a few over there. Yeah, I went to school with. Yeah, Michael Alexander. Yeah, I went to. Yeah.
Was Honcho pushing Grandee back then?
He was in here. Yeah. He was in there.